Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Become Human. Yeah, I know I beat the game, but there's an entire
Accessing the
extras
extras
menu.
section.
So, basically all the stream is going to be is just looking through all the extra stuff about the game, see if we can find anything interesting. Kill stream. Let's get into it. Okay. Okay, so this is just a picture of Detroit. I love how they managed to capture it. This game. Seems like we're like a weird thing to say it's just a city, but this is supposed to be Detroit. I don't think people living in Detroit would necessarily say it looks like this right now. And just think about it. This is supposed to be 2038. If this is what Detroit looks like in 2038, imagine what the other areas of the world look like. It's crazy to think about this game. Okay. More areas of Detroit. Oh, I think this is the beginning scene of the game. I can see there's a body in the pool. There's what looks to be Connor and the android on the ledge. The scene could have happened in the daytime, but I think I like it better how it came out with it happening at nighttime. You can see the city way better, everything lighting up. Ooh, what is this? I don't know what. Oh, that's that on the left, top left corner seems to be Connor walking around in the house. I don't know what this could have been. Watt mobile unit. Huh. Maybe cameras set up by the SWAT unit that was there to investigate that. But that's interesting. Next, more of what the crime scene could have been like. Gosh, that would have been way more bloody. Jeez, Connor, just it's just Brian Decker. That's just Brian. I think it's just concept art is just wait. Oh, okay, we're sure. It's just Brian wearing the outfit. God, oh, concept art for the designs, but gotta say I like what they went with. That suit that they went with. It looks like he's an android. Let's just say that. For this game's concept of what androids are, I love all the light blue that they went with, not just all these bland police officer designs. Compared to Connor's final design, all of these are bland. Oh my gosh, that's great. No, I don't know if you consider that good gore or toxicity because it's not necessarily gore. He looks so chill about it too because they don't feel pain. But yeah, I guess that's just a model of what the androids inside will look like for times when the characters can get shot and killed. I don't know if they can get shot in the neck though, but God, good job. Also, who is this? Was this like an original person that could have played Connor or something? I have no idea. Oh, this was the guy that was playing the person in the hostage situation. Hmm. He seems to be the same guy. That explains why he shows him getting shot in the neck. Well, originally it was this guy, unless this is the same guy. I just can't tell. I know original or what they actually ended up going with was the person who played Simon. But yeah, that's interesting. It seems like the girl looks a little bit different too, but that doesn't really mean anything about the actor necessarily. Okay, I assume these are the other officers, and the second design is the one they ended up going with, which was basically I don't know how I feel about that because that just gives the vibes of every single person walking around that's against the androids looking like that. I feel like they'd have some normal police officers there as well. Uh, yeah, more pictures of the SWAT team, their weapons, SWAT team, the Android store where Kara was at the very beginning of the game. I don't know necessarily how I feel about this because like they probably have more androids in the back. They're just showing them off. It's probably like when you sell phones. Kara Street. It's like the area of the city that hasn't been redone yet. Gosh, they do a really good job. The car from small beginnings to escaping, depending on your choices. More pictures of them. Like I think this is them starting to remodel that area. That's what all the construction stuff was going on around Kara's house. See the metro up at the very top. Just crazy to think about how that goes all over. The inside of Todd's house basically stayed the same. Yeah, everything basically stayed the same. Same layout. Oh wait, that's different. I think. No, never mind. That's the same. Still back door. Yeah, they went with the same design. You guys hear the music? Yeah, no, they went with the same thing. Laundry room leading to the backyard. Yeah, basically stayed the same. Alice's little area in her room. Ooh, that is a little different. Though the window is behind her tent, but it was pushed to the side originally so they could escape later. Oh my gosh, is that the original car design? Interesting. Todd's room kind of stayed the same. The entrance is on the other side, though. Is this supposed to be Alice? Did they change her race? Oh my gosh. I know that toy was going to be more relevant, but is that supposed to be Alice? That's interesting. Yeah, that was supposed to be Alice. I see her in Alice's outfit. That's interesting. That reminds you of the Last of Us series versus the show with Sarah. That's interesting. What? And there's so many pictures too. Okay, was this the model they were, or the person, or the design, or whatever they were going to use for Kara? I think it is. And they were trying to think of what they'd make her look like. Then ended up going with this design basically. Todd. Oh, they seem to blur out his face. Wonder why. Maybe they didn't have an actor decided yet, but yeah, basically. Not basically the same. He looks a little bit different. Okay, that's all in the first pack. Second pack. It's just the city of Detroit. Looks like we're in fall at this point because later in the game it becomes winter. Paint shop where Carl gets his paint in a box, which I've always questioned. And the mansion. I wish we got to see more of like the outside of it specifically. You can see the little glass area where um Carl's room is, where he paints and stuff. So cool. And there's Marcus walking back. He has more hair than he ends up with in the actual game. Marcus walking back with the paint though. And the giraffe. Oh, did I talk about that in my playthrough? How in Marcus's path he has a giraffe, which like the bigger giraffe, which shows like he starts in like a place of like of what's the word? He starts in a very powerful position with being with Carl, and then he falls down. He has to get back to that position later, becoming leader. And then Kara's giraffe is a giraffe in her house, but it's a little tiny one. Represents how she starts small and gets a bigger role. And Connor has no giraffe, possibly hinting at how he doesn't know who he is yet. And oh wait, is this Zlatko's house? Or is this what's his name? Or is this Carl's room? It looks like Carl's room, but that android head made me think otherwise. But then again, there's art everywhere, so it's probably Carl's house. Okay, it was definitely Carl's house. Let's see. I see. Yeah, this is the glass room I was talking about. Oh my gosh, I've always loved how his wheelchair does that. Like the whole retraction thing. It feels like the future. Okay, could the dining room, nothing much to see there. Ooh, what is this room? Room does not seem to have been used in the game. Carl had a motorcycle. Oh, this should have been a Marcus escapes on the motorcycle route. Ooh, the streets of Detroit. That looks great. What? At nighttime. I think that, yeah, that's Jimmy's bar. They did not need to go this hard for a scene that was shown one time. And then there's the inside of the bar. There's Hank. Or is the comes Hank. The first crime investigation. I think, therefore I am. Ooh, that's different than the actual thing. In the actual game, it says I am alive. I think, therefore I am. That's new. There's 28 stab wounds guy. Yeah, that's all there really is to do here. More of the interior of the house. The kitchen, which basically stayed the same. And the hallway, I think that's Connor looking around. Oh god, the scene that creeped out so many people were going into the attic where people were like, is this horror? And Carl! Oh gosh. I can't tell if that's the same person or not. It looked like it, but it could not be. I don't know, but it's him painting. Oh, there's oh crap, I forgot his name. What's his son's name? Carl's son, basically. Leo, that's his name. Yeah, that's the original design for Leo. They really went with the cool guy look. I'm glad they stuck with the beanie and didn't keep the shades though. Marcus looks so different. I know it's basically the same thing, but the way it's drawn really emphasizes the facial hair. Okay, and that looks a little bit more like the Marcus that we know. Oh, Marcus's final design, always great to see. And with the book. Okay, I think that's one of the police officers from earlier in the game. Who is this? Could that be maybe Carlos Ortiz or Todd? I don't know. Ooh, are these the people that these could have been the people that were like taking samples at the Carlos Ortiz thing? Hank in his car. Okay. And then Hank designs. Jeez. Okay, I'm assuming those are the professional design compared to the non